test this stick out. It's oil on there. So that means it's good. Check it one more time. It is good. So hopefully that noise went away. I'm gonna try it out right now. Usually, as soon as you started, I started noticing it was like sounding louder than normal. Let me see. Yeah, it's still doing it. You hear that loud sound? It was never doing that before. When I got my oil change and I started the car, it didn't sound like this. So I'm probably gonna have to go to this place where I got my oil change and let them know what's going on. It's not supposed to be this loud. Yeah, it's not supposed to be this loud. I ain't had this problem before. I didn't have this problem before they did my oil change. Every time I started the car up, and I was over the miles for an oil change, but it never would like act like this. I believe that they didn't put enough oil in my car. And I don't like to be petty and, you know, I don't like to be the person to create the conflict and be going back and forth, but listen to it. Sound like a Hemi, right? And I ain't even really tapping the gas. So it never did this before. It started like 3 or 4 days ago. And I thought it was something wrong with the engine or the transmission. But now that I checked the oil stick, and the oil stick was completely empty. So I put 2 quarts in there, and it's like it's oil on the stick now. It's still making this noise. So I don't know if they caused damage. I don't know if it'll fix itself, but it wasn't doing all this before. This is like new. So I'm about to take it to Valvoline right now. It'll take me like 10 or 15 minutes to get there. I'm gonna talk to the manager. Hopefully he can show me the camera and prove that they put 4 quarts in my car. If not, then I might have to call corporate, and hopefully corporate could give me a refund or and tell me like if I got anything wrong with my car, they'll write a check for me for whatever it costs to get fixed. So, you know what I'm saying? And the last resort is I take their ass to court. I don't want to take them to court, but I did it before with Al's Garage. It's not about winning. I already know, expect to win. You can bring all the evidence and they're still going to rule in their favor. The judge told when I went to take Al's garage to court for damaging my last car, I paid him over $1,000. My car was leaking oil. And when I paid Al's garage over $1,400 to fix my car, it was still leaking oil from all of the places that he was supposedly fix. I went to the Honda dealer and got a diagnostic done, and I paid like $140, almost $200. And everything that they showed that was wrong with my car was everything that he was supposedly fix. So I took him to court, and the first judge, it was a guy, and he said, "Hey, I'm friends with Al's garage. I'm a member of the community, and he's a member of the community, and we know each other very well," or something. He said, "If you want, you can switch and take me off the case and get another judge." And I said, "Okay, I'll switch and then take you off the case and get another judge." And the girl name was Jean MacArthur in Hyde Park Court, and she's like the same type like with the other judge. She probably know him too. If he's cool with her, what make me think that she's any different? They work at the same place, so you know what I'm saying? They all white, you know what I'm saying? I'm black, and I felt like it was like I brought all the evidence, and she ruled against the evidence that proved that the Honda dealer never seen none of the work that he did to my car. They didn't know what he did, but everything that when I got the diagnostics after he was supposedly fix my car, everything that all the new parts that he brought is where my car's leaking from, and it showed in the Honda dealer. All that stuff should be still in the system from the court case with Devon Rayford versus Al's garage. And that judge ruled, the Jean MacArthur ruled against me and made up some fake ass little statue and made it seem like, well, they don't have to honor it. You know what I'm saying? Crazy. It's okay though. That's why I said I don't think I will win in the court. If I was to take Valvoline to court, only thing that would happen is the evidence would come out and the public would be able to always get the evidence if they do a freedom of information, or if they just look into the public record. You know what I mean? Anybody a part of the case that want to share it and talk about it or anything like that. But I don't expect to win if I was to take these people to court, unless like we had some more fairness in the system. I don't know if it's going to be fairness, man. I just don't think that. The way how this system is being ran and the way how people are seeing what's happening right now on a large scale, and what Donald Trump is doing, and how people said they against ICE and all that stuff, man. You know what I'm saying? What's going on, y'all? Appreciate y'all for joining in the chat too. Sash, what's going on, man? Sparkly, Shane, KJ, what's going on? JK. Yeah, so I'm on my way to Valvoline, and I'm gonna go talk to them and let them know that I got an oil change there. I checked my oil stick about 2 days ago and it was completely empty. I never had no issues with Valvoline getting oil changed, so it just seemed like maybe the last people who did it felt like they was gonna have some fun and it was gonna be funny for them to put less oil than they were supposed to put, and then think that my car was gonna be damaged and then I'm gonna have to pay for everything, and they don't have to take no responsibility. Nah, man, because this could have been worse. This could have led to, you know, my car actually blowing up or breaking down. So I can't just let it slide like that. You know what I'm saying? I have to bring it to the attention of the manager. And if the manager don't correct it by saying, well, we'll refund you for the last oil change. And that's the show, like, okay, we're acknowledging we did make a mistake. The guys was assholes. They did pick on you and discriminate against you, and I'll handle it. And I'm going to give you your refund. If he ain't on that, like, you know, trying to show compassion, like, I know we did wrong, because cars ain't just going to start running out of oil for no reason if they ain't leaking. You know what I'm saying? Y'all got all the records. You never said my car was leaking last time I came there. You never, look, this is why we got to look at the camera. When I was done with my oil change, when I started my car up, it didn't sound all loud and stuff like that. So now why is the car sounding all extra loud and stuff like that when I started up? Why when I tap the pedal, when I start driving, it's all loud all of a sudden? It's nothing that was done to the car like that caused this. They caused it by not putting enough oil in there. These are the symptoms. These are the things that happen when not enough oil is put in your car. In Nolan Wells' case, it made me think about these colleges. I don't know if they got a fraternity in this college right here. This is Dutchess Community College. This is the college I went to. This the college I went to when I was younger. I'll show y'all. I'm not texting and driving. I'm just holding my phone the same way if I was holding a cigarette. You hear me? I'm just holding my phone the same way as if I was holding a cigarette, holding a water bottle and I was thirsty. Dutchess Community College, this the school I went to. So when you talk about Nolan Wells, I'm thinking about all of the fraternities and the sororities that a lot of these people be joining. You'll smash that like button, gang. I'm thinking about all of the fraternities and sororities these people be joining. Smash that like button, gang. Show some love, man. Stop coming in here and not supporting the platform. Y'all see me, I don't ask y'all for money or nothing. I'm just up here giving y'all the message and giving y'all some valuable content. Now, this is Dutchess Community College right here. They got dorms on here. I was here when they first opened up the dorms. Had a lot of people coming up from like Mount Vernon, New York. This is upstate New York, Poughkeepsie, New York. So it was, I'm gonna go, he got it. Registration is open right now. I was thinking about going back to school, but there's certain things that I'm trying to do that I don't want to go to school and mess up other opportunities that I'm trying to reach. So I'm trying to just wait, and if this opportunity don't come, I'm probably gonna go try to register for school next semester, because I almost just went up in there and started, because it starts next month. But you got Dutchess Community College right here. You got the Culinary Institute of America, a cooking school. Like 2 minutes down the road, that's the culinary. Then you got Marist College, and then you got Vassar College, all in this one little area, like 5-10 minutes away from each other. And then across the bridge, you got New Paltz. So I don't know too much about Dutchess Community College, but I know a lot of people think. You know what I'm saying? I would love to interview them sisters like Melissa Blair and Lala Jenkins dealing with this topic, because they was leaders in the sorority. The men joined the fraternities, the women joined sororities, and Lala Jenkins and Melissa Blair was leaders in the sorority. So I would love to talk to them and discuss a lot of these things, because the rituals that they do is what they take an oath for. Yeah, you take an oath to take an eggshell and pass it around in a line with like 30 different people, and the eggshell the egg yolk can't drop, it can't pop unless you got to start over. So this is what they do in these sororities. The women do it. The men do all different type of other things. And I don't know if Nolan Wells was in that stuff, man. Nobody's saying that. Did he join like a boys club, or, you know what I'm saying? Because the leaders in these like groups, they be Freemasons, like the boys clubs, and most of them taking oaths, man. They didn't take an oath to keep God committed. Christ came and taught the law perfectly. He said, "Fear no oaths." It's not that bad. It's getting better, because I put the oil in there. Maybe it was yesterday or the day before. I think it was yesterday, and I put 2 quarts in there. It was completely no oil on that dipstick. So now I checked, it was oil on there. So it's sounding a little lighter now. Before it was like louder than that when I stop and go. So it sounded like it's trying to fix itself, kind of. But they fucked me over, y'all. I think they did that intentionally to cause damage and potentially break my car down. That's what I think. I think they had jealousy in their heart. And I did I called corporate on the Valvoline at Newburgh one time, because I didn't know what was going on with my engine light kept coming on, and I thought they did something, but I don't think they did. Now that I know what, like, because I went through a little season where I was homeless, sleeping in my car for a couple months. So during that season, I wasn't really getting oil changes as much as I was supposed to. So when I went to that Valvoline in Newburgh, they gave me an oil change. My check engine light usually would go off, because it would come on if I need an oil change and I haven't got it. So I was used to that. But then when I get the oil change, it'll go away. It won't come back. You know what I'm saying? So once I went there and got it, it kept coming back. And I thought it was something that they did. But later on down the line, I found out that it was my alternator dying. This is why my check engine light kept coming on. But I didn't know. You go get your battery tested. The battery ain't gonna show that there's anything wrong. Well, they will say your battery is low, but it'll really be your alternator. And that'll cause your check engine light to come on because the battery is connected to the alternator, and then that's dealing with your engine when you're driving. So your car's not driving normally because your alternator is bad. Now, when they go check your battery, they're gonna say your battery is low, but it's not your battery, it's your alternator. They won't tell you this though. People at AutoZone, they just make money off you and tell you, yeah, you need a new battery, but it's really your alternator. Batteries and alternators are connected. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, they connected. But if you don't know about cars, you ain't gonna know nothing about this, and you just gonna be buying new parts. And they got me. I brought a new battery, didn't even need one. The only reason why it read low because my alternator was bad and it wasn't charging my battery. Yo, this dude right here, MDU 8051, right? MDU 8051. He seen me. It's a black guy driving with dreadlocks in his head. He's seen me, and now look, he want to drive all the speed limit because he wants to create a conflict. But watch this. I ain't playing no fucking games with your troublemaking ass motherfucker. This nigga trying to start trouble. That's some petty shit. That's petty. He just started to try to like create a conflict. That's what they do. This how you know people are agents. And it's either you working for the government or you in a gang. You know what I'm saying? What's your intention and what's your reason for doing all that shit, man? He just started doing that out of nowhere. He was driving normal. Then next thing you know, he turning and going 20 miles per hour. Man, you some sick ass people, man. That's misery. And you want somebody to be a part of that. Nope, I'm cutting your ass off because something's wrong with you. Maybe you should have your emergency lights on, but you holding up traffic, sir. Now we at Valerie, so hopefully the manager is here. Because I don't want to call corporate. Because I don't want nobody getting fired if they really did damage. I just want to handle it with these people. Hey, what's going on? I called yesterday. I just wanted to talk to a manager because I got an oil change like a month ago, but my dipstick was like empty yesterday. So I don't know if they made a mistake. Give me 1 second. All right. All right, good looking, bro. All right. Right, so the people that do that stuff, like they'll see you behind them and start driving slow. The reason why it seems like they work for the government or something like that, because they probably got cameras on their car. So people got, the camera don't show how fast they're going, how they're driving under the speed limit. This is why it's always good for you to have your camera because you can flip it, show it. So their camera is just showing you getting closer to them. Getting closer because you're not even thinking they're gonna just slow down and start going to the speed limit out of nowhere. So this is what they do. Wait for you to react and try to use it. Hey, what's going on? All right. So I came and got an oil change like a month ago, and I checked my dipstick like a few days ago because I noticed my car has been making a loud noises when I started and when I start driving, and it was completely empty out of oil and never had that issue before. So I was wondering if you can check.
Yeah, we'll check everything out for you.
Okay.
So, we're gonna check underneath, make sure nothing's leaking for it. We're gonna check the oil level, of course, obviously. And if everything is like nothing's loose, nothing's leaking, the car might just be burning oil.
Yeah.
A pretty decent amount. The dipstick only part, but
I just put 2 quarts in.
So you put 2 quarts in?
Yeah, like yesterday.
Huh? It got to the fill?
Yeah, now it's showing on the dipstick, but before it wasn't showing anything.
So yeah, it shows that top quart, so that's good then. So we'll make sure nothing's loose, leaking.
All right.
And if it's not, it's probably just burning oil.
All right.
So we'll check it out for you. We're gonna line you up. I'll line you up behind this side.
Okay.
Just right to this side.
All right. Thank you. Bro, just know, bro, don't go to Valvoline. They just gonna drain the oil to check how much and not tell you when it's a few quarts short. So you saying even if they put in 1 quart, it wouldn't damage my car that quick? How? I don't think that's true, man. If you need oil and you only put in 1 quart, your car's gonna act up. It's gonna act funny. I think you're agent. Yeah, I think working for Satan to try to hide the truth. That's what you're doing. The judge on the Nolan Wells case. Like my thing is, do they have a way that they can show that they putting in 4 quarts? Or we just supposed to take their word that they putting in the right amount? Because that's all it takes is them to look at you and say, I don't even like how he look. You know what I'm saying? Or I know something about him. I'm not gonna give him the 4 quarts. How can they just go back and check and make sure? There's no way. We just gotta trust them. It's supposed to be measured and stuff like that, but it should be a way where they could just go back, check the camera, and prove that 4 quarts was put in there. But they don't have it where they can show it. So this is something that needs to be updated with their policies, probably. Where when a customer is saying that, well, I don't think the full amount of oil was put in my car, y'all need to be able to show and prove it. This is what liability and insurance is about. Because if you can't show and prove you put the right amount of oil and somebody got problems with their car, the liability is on y'all. Y'all got a camera. Y'all not showing that y'all put the right amount. They make it look like we got to prove. Man, the proof is in the damage in my car that I never had before. Almost failed inspection because I had lights on and stuff like that. I could have failed inspection. Yeah, they did this stuff knowing I had to get an inspection in a few days. Last time I got my oil change, I had like maybe a week to get inspection and stuff like that. I might have even had the 10-day no extension because I failed. Then I got the 10-day extension. I kind of really think I should just wait and I could check it myself. I don't really need them to check it after I feel like they done did some damage. That's just I check the camera is what I want to see. Let me check the camera with you. I don't want you to check my car no more. If I feel like y'all already did damage, why would I let you check the car again? I don't even want to come here and get an oil change no more. Because I never had this problem. I always came here, got oil changes. And there been times where I done waited 6 months to not get an oil change. Never had these issues. So if it was going to act up, wouldn't it act up of me not getting the oil change for 6 months? Why would it act up a week after I get, like 2 weeks after a little bit over 2 weeks after I get my oil change? That don't make sense. But like I be telling y'all, them people be informants and they be trying to do like act like they doing police work, like they prosecute, like they're solving crimes and stuff, but they the one who creating the issue by starting to drive all slower than the speed limit and all this dumb shit. You trying to cause an accident, and we got your license plate, so they'll look you up, find out who you is, find out where you live, and you find out if you got arrested for anything and all that. So once we know that you a criminal or you in some type of gang or whoever you is, they can go after you, open up a dossier on you. See, y'all gonna get the feds to come after y'all because the stuff y'all doing is attempted murder and it's conspiracy on a high level. So it is what it is. They gonna come after y'all and make it look like an accident. You gonna end up in a car accident. Your house gonna burn down. Whatever gonna happen to you, y'all keep playing. God got some warriors out here that's gonna do some things and get away with it. I'm just saying, the same way y'all do things and get away with it, God got soldiers in high places that can't nobody do nothing about nothing when they make moves. I'm about to tell these people I'll come back in a few days if they can check the camera and find out how much oil was put in. And I'll just come back. Because them checking my car, I don't even feel comfortable with that. I can check it myself. You know what I'm saying? I checked it before. I'll check it again and I'll go underneath the car. I'll put my hand on, and I'll show y'all me putting my hand on the screw that you use to screw off the oil filter pan. Not the oil filter, the oil pan. I'll show you me put my hand on that, nothing leaking out of there, nothing leaking out of the oil filter. So I know this. So you want me to believe that it's just oil burning? Oil's supposed to burn every time you get an oil change. So I'm gonna just come back. Let me tell them, hold on. Hopefully it just go away, man. Give it a little time. But you got this big ass truck. It's the same thing with a car. You know what I'm saying? Nobody want to get no accidents, man. And that's what these people do. When they see you, they act like they have to try, prove something. I'm tired. I don't want to be around that shit. I don't want to be around that. You want some suicidal shit. You know what I'm saying? I don't play with people's lives. I don't make people feel like I'm about to crash into them, and that shit is stupid. Feel me? That shit is retarded. I ain't doing that. Not at all. Nah, I'm gonna turn this way. They got construction down on this road. Gotta go add up some math. Man, I'm feeling discouraged, man. I'm trying to get my own apartment, but these people is like, it seemed like they're trying to brush me off to the side, man. I'm just gonna tell them, hey, whatever's available, I take whatever's available. My mom and my dad is gonna help me with the security and rent, so they don't think like I'm just some type of, you know, living from house to house type of dude, you know what I'm saying? Or I'm homeless, because before I might have told them that I was homeless, but now I'm staying with my mom again, like I always was. But I just want these people to know that I got support system. I got a family, you know what I'm saying, that love me. It just, we might not be as close as other families, but we talk from time to time, you know what I'm saying? My dad, my mom, I live with my mom, talk to her almost every day. Don't tell her too much of my business, though. You know how that works. You know how that works. You can't tell everybody all your business, but I am in the process, man, of trying to get my own, and it's just like, it's a little difficult, man, because I keep like telling these people the same information, and it just seems like they don't really want to deal with you, and they're discriminating, and it's just like they're getting away with it, and I don't know what to do. I don't want to make things worse for myself, because maybe they just how they do business, and I might not understand it, and maybe, I don't know, man, maybe I just gotta wait a little longer and things will work out, or maybe this is just who they are and what they're doing. That's what I think. I think this is who they are and what they're doing. I'm not gonna keep going to the same areas. Y'all got me fucked up. I'd rather move around, since I feel like you got the police park right here in this little parking lot waiting for you to go to a park so they can have all these little random white nationalist Ku Klux Klan members going to this park. Then fuck it, I move and go somewhere else. Yeah, I move and go somewhere else. Matter of fact, I feel like I'm being followed. So let me bust this turn in here. You're about to follow me. Person with all that shit on the back of their car. He's like a little dog person. That's all they do. Hire people to ride around and stalk certain people. This shit is petty. But once you know, you know. Once you know you're being hunted down, it ain't hard to tell. When you go to the park every day, you sit in the park, you might read the Bible, read, you know, some teachings on God, and they just keep using all these people to be up under you, acting like they walk and they dog and all this little fucking weird shit. Man, y'all some miserable ass people that feel depressed, that you want to put that shit on someone else that ain't worrying about you, you know what I'm saying? Go do that shit on Main Street. Matter of fact, like the brother was saying, he be having cookouts and stuff at his house, and they start basically writing him tickets saying he can't have cookouts in front of his house. And I seen a post on Facebook about that. The brother live on Main Street, and it's like he showed where all the crackheads and stuff was at, and was like, y'all don't do nothing about this, but they gonna tell me I can't have cookouts. I can't cook out and give food to people if I want to. No. Now I'm gonna go over here because I gotta handle this business. Normally I'll get up and I'll get straight to work, you know what I'm saying? But today, I wanted to go, you know, deal with this stuff Valvoline. I talked to the manager. He said what he said. Now the only thing I can do is like try to wait a couple days, and then if it ain't fixed in a couple days, I can go back and hope that he give me the camera. If not, I can call corporate and tell him that he's being respectful. He's telling they want to check the car. I don't want them checking the car. I want them checking the camera. Because shouldn't they be able to look into this is why I might have to call corporate and ask them. I'll just tell them I won't file a claim. I'll just tell them, hey, I went and got an oil change, and I want to know, is there a way that they can tell how many quarts was put into the car by looking at the camera, or y'all just trusting that they're putting 4 quarts in there? Because if so, y'all update y'all policies where y'all are actually proving that 4 quarts. Because they used to take the quarts, open them up, and pour them in the car, and then empty the quarts. They used to do that. And it should be like where they can take 4 quarts, they pour them in, and they show that the quarts are empty by like squeezing it out and showing no oil is dripping out. They should have to do that. So maybe they gotta update the policies. You never know. Know what I'm saying? Yeah. I figured it out. But good thing I didn't overreact, get upset, or make it look like I want a refund. And if they don't give me a refund, I'm gonna call corporate on them. Good thing I'm just calm. You know what I'm saying? And I didn't put my trust in them because thinking that they're gonna fix it or they're gonna check it and tell me what's wrong, and they probably could have created the problem. That's just dumb. Thinking they're gonna fix anything. So yeah, it's what it is, man. It is what it is, man. So that's what's happening. Just gotta wait, figure out what's going on. Hopefully this oil run through. I got another. These oil is expensive too. They went up from like, it used to be like $6. Now it's $9 for a little quart, man. But I'm about to, oh, I forgot. I was supposed to run this car and show y'all everything. Hold on. Before the gas run out. Let me show y'all real quick. A second. Oh. Turn it the other way. Alright, so That's the filter right there. You can tell like it's completely dry. No oil coming out of that filter. And I'm not gonna go under this because it's all these rocks and stuff like that. I'm gonna wait. But I checked it a couple days ago. It ain't no leaks in there. They just forgot to put the oil in. They had to. And it look, bro, you talking about if they just put one quart, it wouldn't damage my car. You don't know that. Every car is different. Some cars you can put in 1 quart, is if it's maybe a V4, and they may be able to run on 1 quart. Some cars, they got V6s and V8s, a bigger engine. You put in 1 quart of oil, it's gonna damage the car. Just like putting the wrong type of gas in certain cars. Some cars you might be able to put the wrong type of gas in and it could still run. Other cars, if you put the wrong type of gas in, it'll damage the whole car. Man, I wanted to get to work, man. Just threw me off having to take care of this. I was gonna go to the dentist too and get my dental records, but I don't want no problems with them people. They already lied. They try. You supposed to get it through email, but if I go get dental work, next time I go to another dentist, I just tell them to mail over send it to that dentist. Whenever I come across the money, I just won't know how much it'll cost if I ever wanted to get to work because they got the documents. But fuck it, I'm not gonna be petty. I'm not gonna try to. It's a different way I gotta do it. I gotta probably write it to them and tell them to mail it to me because I'm not going there. So they can try to create a conflict and lie. Some people you just gotta stay away from. But we gonna talk about this reparations. So y'all go subscribe to my TikTok, man. I'm gonna go back over there and we gonna go on that again. Brother Devon Music. I gotta upload TikTok again. So if y'all got a TikTok, I see y'all over there. If not, check the shorts, check the live streams. Appreciate y'all for subscribing. And let's get up to 1,000 subscribers, man. I'm not monetizing or nothing like that, but let's get up to 1K. We almost there, and let's keep growing and moving forward, man. Appreciate y'all. All the new supporters, all the new subscribers, I appreciate y'all. And I'm gonna have some music coming for soon for y'all. And I put out all acapellas that I did. They're gonna be on all streaming platforms. Then I'm gonna put out the ones with the beats as a sample on YouTube, just like 1 minute. The full song, if they like the full song, they could go buy it on Patreon. But I'm gonna try to get this out soon, y'all. Hopefully this week I can put it together and start getting it out. I want to have the money to invest because on United Masters, it's something called they can master your song, and these songs don't got beats. I mastered one song that has a beat on it, so I feel like, man, I can't tell if it's mastered or not. But if you master songs with just vocals, it should sound like it should give it a better sound. I'm thinking. Then I can always go back and add a beat on that master track. You know what I'm saying? So I'm experimenting. I'm learning. I've just worked on a new verse for the Dream. You got Dream remix, and then this the remix of the remix. We're gonna do like Lil Wayne did when he did the Demolition, and he did like part all the way up to part 10, but he wasn't using the same beat. Some of them he might have used the same beat, but he was freestyling on mostly all of them. I think it was called Demolition Freestyle. He did like 10 of them. I'm gonna do 10 records with the same beat. Somebody gonna like one of them, and they gonna have a big following, and it's gonna reach a lot of souls if they share it, or you know what I'm saying, promote it and let people know this is the artist that put the song together. Not an artist, but this is the brother. I don't got an artist name. My name is my name, Brother Devon. So I don't look at myself like an artist. That's why it's hard for me to just make music and keep being consistent, because I'm not being led by my feelings and my emotions. I'm being led by the spirit. So if I ain't feeling it spiritually, or if like I don't have nothing to speak on it, the Most High might take words out of my heart and out of my mind, so I can't talk about nothing. I ain't got no inspiration. It's a lot. The same way how the world make music is the same way how you have to do it, but it got to be inspired by God. You listen to a song, you could tell if it's inspired by God by the words and what's being said. A lot of these brothers just say Jesus' name, but they enter the world. They enter the world. They sound just like the world. Let me go over on Facebook and let these people know that a lot of these black politicians, if y'all not fighting for reparations, man, we don't even want to see another black person in politics, because y'all are a disgrace to the civil rights movement. Y'all a disgrace to everything Martin Luther King and them did. And y'all should be ashamed of yourself, man. You in politics, making it look like you can't fight for your people. Who you think getting these Chinese people, all these Chinese restaurants? Who you think getting these Jamaicans and all these Haitians and all these Indians, all these gas stations? Somebody is working for them up in politics. So when you talk about black people and reparations, the civil rights movement, Martin Luther King, Malcolm X, our history, how the government infiltrated all of our movements and stole the stuff that the people was doing. The Black Panthers was the one feeding the community, giving out free lunches and stuff. They infiltrated the Black Panthers, murdered them, and then made it look like they was the ones helping everybody, giving out free lunches and stuff like that. Man, y'all got us messed up. Wicked ass devils. And this is why people hate the Black Panthers still to this day. They was saying they was looking for Assata Shakur and put out an award for her. They ain't looking for the people who stole the gold and silver though, right? She didn't shut down no banking system or make the country go bankrupt. They try to make it look like it's okay for you to join the military, take an oath to murder people, and make it look like you protecting your country. And I'm not advocating for violence. I'm not advocating for violence. But if a cop gets shot, they make it seem like it's the end of the world. It's the worst thing. Let that cop get shot in the head and die. We always watching cops shoot and kill people. But if a cop gets shot and die, they make it seem like, oh man, this is bad. This is like a terrible thing. You know what I'm saying? But how come y'all can go to the military, take oaths to kill and train to kill, but if somebody kill one of y'all, it's a bad thing? Make it make sense. Make it make sense, please. You train people to kill and make it look like, well, this is the country. Well, people want to protect their family and their livelihood, right? And most of the time when you go to the military, they teach you all this training, but you're not the one to protect nothing. You're the aggressor. Why do they make hitmen to take out the presidents? Why did they kill John F. Kennedy and Abraham Lincoln? Why did Donald Trump get shot in the neck? Don't make it look like their military is innocent and they don't fight against our country and they don't fight against presidents. They don't fight and kill politicians like Charlie Kirk. No, they don't do that. There's no military hitman. Are you sure? Are you sure? You don't think a hitman took out Charlie Kirk and they lied and said Tyler Robson did it? You know what I'm saying? I'm not telling you I believe everything Candace Owens is saying. I don't follow Candace Owens no more. I used to watch her. I don't watch her no more. But I don't think that they are being transparent with all that stuff. They switched up a lot of information and made you believe in it. That's the power of the media. And like, look at it like this. A lot of people say Charlie Kirk was racist. Even if he was racist, the truth should still come out about what happened. It shouldn't be lies just because people didn't like him. And you know what I'm saying? Nah, man. Even Jeffrey Epstein, the truth should come out about what happened. You mean to tell me he was on suicide watch and he died and y'all ain't got no camera footage? Man, make it make sense. That means to say that they can corrupt justice anytime they want. You know what I'm saying? You can be in jail waiting for trial and they can kill you and everything is okay. Your family can't sue, nothing, right? You ain't hear nothing about how, what the fuck, how y'all do this? I think they killed him or they let him escape, one or the other. He might do, I don't want to, make sound like a conspiracy theorist, but man, did anybody go to his funeral? Did anybody see his autopsy? Did anybody see the autopsy being done? Who did the autopsy? After they said it was a suicide, who got pictures of the autopsy? You know what I'm saying? The autopsies usually take pictures, don't they? So where's all that stuff at? Nobody asked for this. I don't know if they got it or not. This was a cover-up, that's why. And once you can tell and you see through this stuff, you are a public enemy, man. You become public enemy. Because remember, in they secret societies, they take oaths not to tell these things. The rappers like Meek Mills and Rick Ross and Jay-Z and Nas, they take oaths to follow the Baphomet. So if they got child trafficking networks connected to the record label, the rappers won't say nothing about it. That's why the rappers like Coolio, that Prodigy and all that, these are ritualistic sacrifice killings. Cause Prodigy and all them, they joined the boule, not the boule, but they joined these rapper secret societies that they put the rappers in. It might be the Illuminati, I don't know. But they do join fraternities and sororities, rappers, females and males, men and women. And they tell them, don't tell the secrets and this and that. The secrets on about how they get paid millions of dollars to talk about destruction and death and promote abortion and stuff like that. So when Coolio and Prodigy and Pimp C and all these brothers start speaking out saying, man, this is a big ass homosexual music industry, them brothers start getting murdered, man. But they was in the industry, took the oath and then said, well, I don't want to be down with this no more. We was never in the industry, most of us. We tried to be in the industry. They didn't like, we wasn't bad, we wasn't evil enough to get down, and that's good, you know what I'm saying? Count it all joy, because Satan rejected you out of his kingdom. That means you are worthy to be a child of God and serve Christ. When you trying to be down with Satan's kingdom, but it's just something about you that he rejects you. You know what I mean? And Christ come to you and light up that light in your heart, the inward man, the spiritual side of you, and Christ will light that light in you and show you everything you was doing to try to be accepted and try to be a like person, and you know what I'm saying, seem like you was a stand-up man or whatever you claim you stand for. It was a lie. All of the gang stuff that y'all was taught, it was taught to you by the precepts of man. So how can it be of God? How can it come from God? Every gang that was created, all of the rules from all of the Latin kings, the Italian mafia, the Ku Klux Klan, the neo-Nazis, the Knights of Columbus, all of these Rosicrucian, Illuminatis, Baphomets, all of these rules that was created, they was created by man, and they contradict the word of God. That's why they created a lot of these groups to rebel against the word of God. Aleister Crowley, Do As Thou Wilt, and all of these groups, the Satanist movement and stuff like that, the New Age movement, they was all created to fight and rebel against God's word and his people, and to recruit as many people to Satan's kingdom as they could. But they are losing souls every day because Christ rose and he's still alive. He rose from the grave and they couldn't defeat him. Not death, not hell, nothing in this world can beat Christ. He overcame everything, and he gave us the same power spiritually to overcome this world. This is why Luke says in Luke 10:19, behold, I give unto you power to tread on serpents and scorpions and over all power of the enemy. Christ said he's seen Satan fall like lightning from heaven. So I don't think he's God or nothing like that, but how he was in heaven when Satan fell, or he seen Satan? How can y'all explain that? I'm not trying to say he's God, but he's very close to it. He's the Son of God. He had the glory. He had the glory with God since the beginning, before the world began. So he got a strong connection with the Father, with the Creator, Christ. He ain't say he's seen it in a dream. He said he's seen it. But we won't get into doctrines. When we talk about reparations, people run from it. But they always open to celebrate these holidays of other cultures. You got Caribbean Day parades. You got the Puerto Rican Day parade. All this stuff they do right in New York, in New York City, the land that was owned by black people. Central Park was owned by black people. It was built by black people. And it's nothing new under the sun. The stuff that you see going now has come from that spirit of Christopher Columbus. And the spirit of when they first started the government, when they came over here and was looking for land to settle in and stuff like that, this is the spirit that this world is being ruled by. This is why they reject they reject the word of God. This is why everyone could protest to block ICE from deporting the immigrants, but no one can protest for reparations. They wanted black people to team up and start protesting against ICE, but they would never say we gonna team up with all the black people and protest so y'all get reparations. What the fuck we look like, some slaves? We gonna just line up with all the immigrants and protest. Y'all motherfuckers ain't never fight for a black nothing black in your whole entire lives. Name one thing. For our best interest, something that'll benefit us. Y'all ain't fight for nothing. Name one Mexican politician. All you rappers talking Fat Joe talking about it was Spanish people that started hip hop. You a damn lying ass devil. Wow.